So now I'd just like to tell you a little bit about the Spirit of St. Charles Award. The Spirit of St. Charles Award is presented to an individual or group whose work reflects the values and spirit of the founding mission of St. Charles Hospital. Recipients of the award embody the traits of compassion, initiative, generosity, humanitarianism, volunteerism, and courage through their care of St. Charles Hospital's patients, outreach to the community served by St. Charles, voluntary service to the hospital, or dedication and service to the health and wellness of diverse and challenged populations. The award was established in 2018, and this year the award goes to the most deserving recipients, our founders, our very own Daughters of Wisdom. For more than 115 years, the Daughters of Wisdom, our founding sisters, have maintained a special watch over St. Charles Hospital. Their remarkable example of resilience and compassion set in motion an altruistic legacy of healing, hope, and dedication that exists this very day. The story of how St. Charles came to be is quite simply the story of the Daughters of Wisdom. The story begins at the turn of the 20th century when the Daughters of Wisdom were forced by secularization laws in France to seek ministries elsewhere. The first Daughters of Wisdom arrived in the United States in 1904, and 2 years later, 4 sisters of the Order of the Daughters of Wisdom left France and arrived in Port Jefferson to teach students at the local Catholic school. Soon after their arrival, however, the school closed due to low enrollment, leaving the 4 sisters without work. Uncertain of what lay ahead, the sisters left their future in the hands of the Blessed Mother, praying for more children to come so they could go back to teaching. Their prayers were answered when Bishop McDonald, the Diocese of Brooklyn, which encompassed Long Island at that time, announced that a group of children from Brooklyn, all of whom were homeless and had disabilities, would be entrusted into the care of the 4 Daughters of Wisdom. The sisters immediately went to work to prepare for their new charges and secured 2 structures to house and educate the children. They were located at the top of the hill in Port Jefferson, where St. Charles still stands today. On February 27, 1907, 27 children boarded a train to Brooklyn, arriving at the Port Jefferson station to be greeted by the 4 Daughters of Wisdom. Many of the children, as we know, were physically disabled, some were blind, and others developmentally disabled. With just 1 cart to transport the children to their new home, the sisters placed the more disabled children in the cart and carried the rest up the hill. Later that year, the home created for the children was organized as a membership corporation and incorporated in January 1908 under the laws of the state of New York. The purpose of the home was for the support, care, education, and medical surgical treatment of children with disabilities. That same year, the Board of Trustees decided to add the word hospital to the corporate name, inasmuch as it was a hospital for children. The Brooklyn Home for Children became St. Charles Hospital when the Daughters of Wisdom remained as the administrators for 60 years before the first lay administrator was named in 1967. Today, the Daughters of Wisdom number 80 sisters in the United States, with 32 residing on Long Island. Their mission includes working for peace and social justice on behalf of the world's most needy and disenfranchised. Members of an international congregation, the Daughters of Wisdom are attentive to the massive consciousness of the global dimension. Over the years, sisters from the United States have fulfilled this mandate by serving as missionaries in Colombia, Peru, Haiti, Democratic Republic of Congo, and New Guinea. Many sisters have served in congregational leadership in Rome and continue to conduct retreats and workshops on wisdom, spirituality. While the sisters are no longer involved in the day-to-day management of St. Charles Hospital, they remain steadfastly committed to its mission. The compassion and skill demonstrated by the Daughters of Wisdom 115 years ago continues to define the quality of care provided at St. Charles today. St. Charles Hospital and the Daughters of Wisdom have maintained a very special and enduring relationship throughout a century of growth and transformation. Sister Evelyn Eckhart and Sister Ann Gray Both formerly held the role of Provincial of the Daughters of Wisdom and served as members of St. Charles Hospital's Board of Trustees. Sister Ann is the current chair of St. Charles Hospital's Mission and Ministry Committee, while Sister Kathy Sheehan, Provincial, has been involved with numerous events at St. Charles during her tenure. In addition, several retired sisters live just outside the doors of the hospital and continue to welcome the opportunity to be involved with their mission through volunteerism. The Daughters of Wisdom have left St. Charles an incredible legacy, entrusting their sacred ministry to the healing hands of more than 1,600 employees who work there today. Once a home for children with disabilities, with all care and education provided by just 4 sisters, St. Charles has evolved into a community hospital that expertly serves the needs of the community and the region. The spirit of St. Charles today is one and the same as the spirit of our founding sisters exhibited when beginning a new life in a new country, educating and medically caring for children with disabilities, and growing a small home in a hill into what is now a 243-bed community hospital. Tonight, we are extremely honored to have 11 sisters of the Daughters of Wisdom here to accept this award. One so beautifully defines the woman religious to whom we are forever grateful. The Daughters of Wisdom are the spirit of St. Charles. Please join me to accept this award.
Thank you. What an honor it is to accept the Spirit of St. Charles Award on behalf of my sisters, those here with me tonight, and others, both living and deceased, who are a part of the 115-year history of St. Charles. We are also blessed to be in the company of 2 others who have had the distinct honor of receiving this award. Jim O'Connor, resident of St. Charles, and Nancy Henry, a longtime advocate of St. Charles and former member of the Board of Trustees. And we are also blessed to be in the company of John and Holly, who tonight received the Theodore Roosevelt Award. Our history with St. Charles since 1907 was manifested by collaboration with many partners over the years: administrators, medical and nursing staff, allied health, stewards of property and equipment, volunteers, trustees, and benefactors. You have always been the heart and hands of the mission of St. Charles Hospital. What a blessing it has been to have served with and alongside you and many others over these years. Legacy is about life, living, and caring. As we are less and less able to be involved in the active ministry of healthcare at St. Charles Hospital, you are the heart and the hands. You have our promise that you are always in our heart